Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Friday. And boy, once again, it was one of those days with low clouds. We had off and on rain showers throughout the day. And at least so far, we haven't warmed up a whole lot. This was pretty much our situation throughout the day as we take a look outside our weather window from our Wenatchee Heights tower camera. And you can see those low hanging clouds out there. And after we get a few rain showers this afternoon, we expect a lot of wind to move into central Washington, and we are part of that high wind warning. Wenatchee, Chelan, and over into Moses Lake, we could see some very strong winds tonight, dangerous crosswinds, tree damage, and power outages are possible tonight. How strong a wind, you might want to know? Well, here we go, and we are going to see 45 to 50 mile an hour winds possible in the Wenatchee area. And check out Ellensburg, 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts. Moses Lake a little bit better, 35 to 40, and up into the Omak area, 20 to 25 mile an hour wind gusts. So be prepared for things flying around out there tonight and possible power outages, as we mentioned. As we get into later tonight, we also expect a wintry precipitation mix, lowland snow, some freezing rain. Our temperatures, though, have stayed about 35 to 36 degrees, but we are certainly once again part of that wintry precipitation, especially up in the Waterville Plateau. So be careful traveling tonight and into early tomorrow. And as we make our way through the weekend into early next week, I'll tell you what, we are in for a lot of rain. We are going to see an atmospheric river move our way by Monday, and we are talking heavy rain in the lowlands. That's possible. I'll tell you what, we could make up all of our deficit in rainfall just next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we'll get to that in a second. Also, some gusty winds for the Columbia Basin are possible, and that will be about Tuesday of next week. All right, all of that coming up. Today's high temperature, 37 with an asterisk, mainly because once the wind picks up tonight, later tonight, our temperatures are really going to climb. We could get to 45 to 50 degrees as those winds come barreling in. 36 is our normal high for this time of year, and 48 our record high. That was set back in 2012. 34 our low this morning, 8 degrees above where we should be for a normal low of 26, and our record low 8 degrees set in 1984. We did pick up 4/100ths of an inch of precip today. That now gets us to 5.29 inches for the year, and that's still about 1.39 inches below where we should be for this time of year. But as I mentioned earlier, we may make up for that by the time we talk again about a week from tonight. Sunrise 7:32 this morning, and it's set this afternoon at 4:11. All right, let's get you into that Saturday weather, and we expect temperatures to really climb as we get you into Saturday. 50 for Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, Wenatchee, almost 50 for Eniat. That goes for Ellensburg as well. A little cooler up in Omak at 45 degrees, and a nice warm day in the Upper Valley tomorrow as well. Leavenworth and Cashmere, both in the upper 40s. Taking a look at what we can expect tonight, cloudy skies, and there is all of that wind from Wenatchee south, and we're going to see it down in the Yakima area as well. Rain is likely tonight, tapering off in our overnight hours. Low temperatures tonight into the upper 30s, and then as we get you into the weekend, mostly cloudy. We're still going to see some breezy conditions on Saturday. About a 40% chance of rain for Saturday. Still some snow in the Cascades with cooler temperatures, but boy, highs here around 50 degrees on Saturday. For your Sunday, this is where we really start getting wet. Cloudy skies, a 70% chance of rain, and that goes pretty much statewide. High temperatures will cool off from Saturday just a little bit to about 45 on Sunday. And then on Monday, cloudy skies, a 90% chance of rain, and you can see that atmospheric river moving right into Washington. And that lighter color, that is heavy rainfall. We could see that on Monday with highs in the mid to upper 40s. 40s. For Tuesday, not much change. Cloudy skies and 80% chance of rain for Tuesday. Once again, that atmospheric river continues to bring moisture our way. We will stay on the warm side, though, with that southwest flow. Highs in the mid to upper 40s. For your Wednesday, cloudy skies. Once again, an 80% chance of rain. Maybe a little breezy here in north central Washington. Heavy rain not out of the forecast for Wednesday. We will see highs in the mid 40s for Wednesday. And then as we get into the end of the forecast on Thursday, finally a break as high pressure slides in to the Bellingham area. We'll see partly cloudy skies on Thursday and dry conditions with high temperatures still on the mild side in the mid 40s. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast now, and it's brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. Overnight low tonight. Boy, it's warmer than we've seen for highs. We're expecting 38 for an overnight low tonight. 50 tomorrow with a little breeze in the afternoon, especially for Saturday, and very mild at 50, as I mentioned. And then a very rainy period. Sunday right through next Wednesday, a 70% chance of rain on Sunday. And then our heaviest rain, I think, will be Monday through Wednesday. A break from all the rain on Thursday with high temperatures generally in the mid to upper 40s. And that's a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.